4 large wildfires are now burning in Southern California. This one in Altadena has now doubled in size. I'm Alex Stone, ABC News in Altadena, California. The story coming up.
Plus, we are learning more about a deadly shooting in Sunnyside, why police say they are changing things up when it comes to crime. And Stacy is here.
That's right. We had a little bit of sunshine today, but the clouds and the fog are back. I'll tell you more coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. It's January the 8th, and I'm Austin Reed. Washington State Department of Natural Resources officials have requested 50 task forces, or about 250 structural engines, from Federal Emergency Management to help fight the California blazes. At a morning news conference, LA County Fire Department chief said all 29 county fire departments are at a drawdown with no fire apparatus or additional personnel to spare. We met with Benton County Fire District 1 today, who said local crews will most likely leave our area sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, the request is for a full 14-day assignment. Ultimately, what we will do is we will send one of our frontline engines down to this incident in California, and then we will put one of our reserve apparatus in its place. And so the station will still have the same apparatus that it would on any day of the week.
In the meantime, the Oregon State Fire Marshal is mobilizing 12 strike teams to California to help protect communities from the threatening wildfires. Apple Valley News Now also spoke with Franklin County Fire District 3 Chief Mike Harris, who is keeping a very close eye on the situation as well and is ready to help in any way he can.
You know, from the briefing I got, that's the request why they put out for 200. And I think everybody's going to do what they can to go down in the system. And, something like that, just watching the situation, the weather is going to be the key driving force on something like this. And we see that around the Tri-City area as well.
Over at GoFundMe, they are working around the clock to ensure impacted communities receive the support they need and to ensure fake accounts do not get money. To make it easier for people who want to help those affected, GoFundMe created a centralized hub housing all verified GoFundMe pages related to the wildfire. Funds raised will go directly to people impacted who are seeking help and to nonprofit organizations on the ground providing relief. We will have a link to this GoFundMe centralized hub at applevalleynewsnow.com. These fires have already burned more than 7,000 acres. ABC's Alex Stone is in Altadena, where fire officials say the Eaton fire is responsible for at least 2 deaths.
This fire has now more than doubled in size to over 10,000 acres as still people are trying to get out of here. Firefighters behind me, they've been working on this home trying to put out these flames, but there are many homes that have been lost. An apocalyptic scene in Southern California. Valleys filled with smoke, flames taking over hillsides as at least 4 major wildfires burn out of control. Embers flying all around, pushed by hurricane-strength winds.
Oh, and we have, a partial structure collapse.
This afternoon, we got our first look at the devastation from the air, the winds slowing enough for helicopters to fly safely.
It's Armageddon. I'm driving through a war zone right now, and I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm shocked.
The winds also kept firefighters from launching water-dropping helicopters, people running with buckets of water in their hands, trying to do anything they could to save homes, others rushing to grab any belongings they could. Neighbors tried but could not save the Symington family's home of 24 years.
It makes me want to cry, but it also, in the midst of the dark hour, puts a little ray of love and hope.
All the stuff that's here is replaceable. People are not. We're having the family is the most important thing.
A senior assisted living center destroyed. All of the over 90 residents evacuated safely. Some rushed to safety in wheelchairs.
This is not a normal red flag alert. The LA County Fire Department was prepared for 1 or 2 major brush fires, but not 4.
President Biden is in Los Angeles for an unrelated matter and got an update on the disaster from firefighters. He's also spoken with Governor Gavin Newsom.
We're prepared to do anything and everything as long as it takes to contain these fires and help reconstruct, make sure that we get back to normal.
In addition to the wind, it's extremely dry here. There has not been sizable amounts of rain in over 8 months. Now the California National Guard is sending troops who are specially trained to work with firefighters. Alex Stone, ABC News, Altadena, California.
Turning to our local First Alert forecast now, Stacy Lee joining us live with what to expect here at midweek now. Hi there, Stacy.
Hey, Austin. Yeah, very devastating fire, Southern California. I've been on the phone with my sister in Southern California today, and the wind is the biggest deal, and she says it's just horrible down there right now. Today, though, we had a little brief period of sunshine, and now the clouds and the fog and the gloom are back, and we're going to continue to see that. But overall, we're relatively quiet tonight and tomorrow. Things will start to change on Friday. 38 degrees on our Dust Devil Skycam. Temperatures tonight are going to be very chilly. We're going to be down in the 20s and 30s below the freezing level with lots of fog developing. So we could see some freezing fog making our roadways rather slick. Temperatures right now staying above the freezing level, but as you saw, we're going to be dropping below that a little later. Getting out the door tomorrow, chilly with overcast skies and fog, and that's going to kind of linger in the Yakima Valley at least till noon. Temperatures getting up into the 30s, but not really making it to 40. So look for fog and freezing fog tonight. Cooler temperatures tomorrow. Breezy winds start to impact our area Friday and Saturday. Also rain and mountain snow coming our way on Friday. I'll tell you how much and when that's coming up. Austin.
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. The city of Walla Walla is announcing the promotion of Eric Wood to chief of the Walla Walla Fire Department. Wood will officially begin his new role on February 3rd following the retirement of current chief Fred John Knowles. Wood was hired in 2004 as a firefighter paramedic. He rose through the ranks of the department and was promoted to lieutenant in May 2015. He served as a lieutenant on B shift until being promoted to a captain of B shift in April 2018. Wood was promoted to deputy chief of emergency medical services in April 2021 and later moved to his current role as Deputy Chief of Operations. Following up tonight, the Sunnyside Police Department says they need your help after a deadly shooting. Authorities say the call for help came in just before 3:30 in the afternoon Tuesday in the 1600 block of North Avenue. When they got to the scene, officers say they found a female with a gunshot wound in a car at the intersection. She later died of her injuries. Authorities say officers were later called to a home near the homicide scene in the 400 block of Rouse Road. When officers arrived, they say the homeowners had captured one suspected burglar, but they say another one was carrying a gun and had gotten away. Through their investigation, authorities say they learned the male burglar was tied to the homicide scene and he was arrested. Authorities then called in the Yakima Police Department and the Yakima County Sheriff's Office canine units and began searching the area. By about 10:20 p.m., police say the second male suspect was arrested. Authorities have not yet released the names and ages of the people involved. Sunnyside's chief of police says after this latest deadly shooting, his department is reinstating the street crimes unit. The unit will focus on targeting and arresting gang members in the city. Other news tonight, after a week-long trial, a Benton County jury found James Christopher Forney guilty of assault of a child in the second-degree, strangulation, assault in the fourth degree, among other charges. Back on July 10th, Benton County Sheriff's deputies responded to the victim's home, where she lived with her two young children and the defendant, who is a grandparent to the kids. She reported that one of her children came to her and disclosed that his grandfather had just choked him, causing him to vomit on his shorts. The defendant is facing a standard range sentence of 77 to 102 months in prison. A sentencing date has been set for January the 30th. Well, YWCA Yakima is finally breaking ground on a $17 million project to renovate the old St. Elizabeth Nursing School building into a brand new domestic violence shelter. With 112 beds, they will be able to serve 800 to 1,000 more families per year, tripling their current capacity and adding a separate suite for men and their children. The building itself, donated by Hogback Development, funded by community, city, county, state, and federal partners, but still about $2 million short of what's needed to get the doors open.
My biggest hope is that when a woman calls us, that we have a space for them and we welcome them and they start a new journey free of abuse.
The plan is to start work on renovations when all funding is secured, which they are hoping will be this summer. Yakima's chief of police is asking the city council to approve new funding for his department. It's an opportunity for the city to obtain funds from the U.S. Department of Justice. It would be shared between the county and the police department. The money would be used to purchase 2 new e-bikes to provide emphasis patrols in the downtown area. And the second part would be to pay for any overtime for officers who are targeting areas of high crime. It's a total of a little over $63,000. But was the resolution accepted?
Brown?
Yes.
Byers?
Yes.
Decio?
Yes.
Glenn?
Yes.
Herrera?
Yes.
Roy?
Yes.
Berg?
Yes.
All right, the vote is 7-0. Thank you, Council, and the resolution is adopted.
And officials say the county would get a little over $12,000 in the money, while the rest will go towards the police department. Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Still ahead, there will be no mail tomorrow. We'll tell you why. Also, we get a tour of the nation's first all-electric hospital opening soon in Prosser. And as we leave you to break, here's a live picture from Kennewick. Our Yakima Federal Skycam Stacy returns with your full First Alert weather forecast. We will be right back.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we stay up to date on the latest research and we offer cutting-edge therapies. We treat a number of different conditions, specifically Parkinson's disease, stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury, fibromyalgia, diabetes. We also treat folks dealing with cognitive decline due to aging.
We all have dreams and ideas about how life is going to be, and then life happens, and it's not necessarily what we pictured. So how do we deal with that? I've lived with multiple sclerosis for years. It's realizing that it's all one system. How do you reset your goals so that you can live a happy, healthy life even with chronic illness? And I can attest, yes, you can. My life is incredibly happy.
We first start by improving oxygen utilization in the cells because healthy cells are well oxygenated. We then work towards improving areas of the brain that are inefficient, and for this we use a number of different modalities. We offer oxygen contrast therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, transcranial photobiomodulation, and our latest addition, brain high-intensity interval training.
We also build a schedule for the patient that makes it easy to adapt their game plan to their lives and the therapies they do inside the clinic. To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, no trade-in needed. US Cellular.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
Seattle battles the Blue Jackets Thursday at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. Developing tonight, the Richland Fire Unit is continuing to watch out the timber apartment unit. The call for help came in at about 3:30 this afternoon. Here's new video from the scene. The Richland Fire Chief says the fire was put out in about 7 minutes. The chief says they were able to quickly put out the fire due to it starting on the bottom floor level of the complex. Benton County Fire District 2, Pasco, and Kennewick Fire Department all assisted in helping out on the scene. The chief says no one was injured and all pets were accounted for. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. And new tonight, driving along I-182. When you see Prosser, you think wine country, but a new health facility is also putting the community on the map. Prosser Memorial Health began serving the Prosser area and rural communities back in the late 1940s with a 25-bed critical access hospital dedicated to the memory and service of World War II veterans. In 2017, PMH bought 33 acres of land and began designing a brand new hospital. But PMH's CEO, Craig Marks, says this is all about dreaming big.
It is the first all-electric hospital in the United States to open up. There are some others that are being worked on, but we're very conscious about resources and fossil fuel usage and things like that. And so this affords us the ability to be all-electric, and quite frankly, electricity is very economical here in the state of Washington.
On Saturday, February the 1st, the hospital is expected to be operational beginning at 8 a.m. Tomorrow, our nation will observe a day of mourning in honor of the life and legacy of former President Jimmy Carter. Well, the Kennewick School District says President Carter's dedication to public service, humanitarian efforts, and commitment to education has left a lasting impact. While the National Day of Mourning affects federal offices and departments, local schools will remain open and operate on a normal schedule on January the 9th. Schools will honor the 39th President of the United States by lowering flags to half staff through January 28th, as directed by President Biden. As a result of this designation, the U.S. Postal Service won't deliver mail. The U.S. Supreme Court, stock market, and government offices will also be closed. Biden is expected to deliver a eulogy, and President-elect Donald Trump says he will attend the service. The last time a National Day of Mourning was held was in December of 2018, following the death of former President George H.W. Bush. OIC of Washington is hosting its 40th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration with a series of events leading up to MLK Day. This week, the Yakima School District is collecting donations for the 22nd annual Lee Paget Padjet Food Drive, with drop boxes set up outside Davis and Eisenhower High Schools. Next week, the annual MLK food distribution, radio show, basketball, and commemoration services. The theme of this year's celebrations: don't give up the dream, keep hope alive.
This is supposed to be the kickoff to the year and identifying what new, step we're gonna take as an individual to make this a better place to live.
Then on January 20th, peace walks and celebrations will happen in both Toppenish and the city of Yakima.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've got a live look outside on our Brymart Sky Cam looking down into the Yakima Valley. We have low clouds and fog hanging out, but visibility still really good. We're going to see some patchy fog developing later on. 37 degrees, winds are light at 5. Now, we did get a few little sun breaks today. That was thanks to a shortwave system that moved through early this morning. It brought a little bit of rain and maybe even a little frost and freezing rain to a few areas, but it quickly moved on out of our area. Let's take a look at the weather pattern. Here's what's coming our way. Tomorrow, mostly clear. That ridge of high pressure starts moving down, but then we'll open up ourselves to that next system. This is on Friday. We'll see mountain snow showers across the Cascades, rain showers on the west side, and some rain and snow also on the east side. Snow for the Blue Mountains is looking pretty promising, as well as the Cascade Mountains. Futurecast again showing us a pretty clear, pretty quiet, although those low clouds and fog are going to be hanging around. But as we get into Friday, early Friday morning, we'll start to see some of that system moving through, and then it really starts to punch in a little bit later in the day with the mountain snow showers starting in the Cascades. We'll see the wet rains here in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities, and then the heavier snow situated and heading for the Blue Mountains. Once that moves on out, we'll have a fairly nice, easy day on Saturday. 2 to 3 inches expected across Snoqualmie Pass, Cabbage Hill, 1 to 2 inches, and more in the higher elevations. We could see a few inches. Rain chances are fairly low, but we'll see some scattered showers possible. Yakima at 30%, Ellensburg, better chance chance at 40%, 20% chance here in the Tri-Cities. Again, it's hit or miss coming through, but as you get closer to the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla, better chance of rain even on Saturday and Sunday. Talking about rain, everybody's been saying this is so much rain. How much rain have we been getting? So the rain year starts in October. That's when we start counting our water totals for the year. So from October to January, this is what we're looking at as far as rainfall totals. Over 5 inches for most of our area. Look at Walla Walla, 7 inches of rain. Our average for this time of year, much lower. So yes, if you think it's been raining a lot, you're absolutely right. And our deficits and surpluses so far are looking really, really good. We're in the 80 percentile in Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Walla Walla just slightly above, but everybody doing really well as far as water totals go through the area. That will be important as we head to spring and summer. Look for cold conditions tonight with patchy fog and freezing fog through the area, with pretty much everybody sitting down below the freezing level. And unlike the last couple of days, we're actually going to get there. Let's talk 7-day planner. There's that fog. You'll see that in the early morning hours. Those breezy winds start to pick up Friday evening into Saturday, where we do have a slight chance of rain. But check out the weekend. I'm liking the looks of temperatures in the upper 40s with partly sunny skies. Here's Yakima. Again, fog, and we could see a little rain mix possible in the early morning hours. More than likely just a slight rain coming through. Rain mix with snow also possible on your Friday morning there in the Ellensburg area, or a little bit later in the day. Fog though for tomorrow, and those breezy winds through the mountain gaps. Walla Walla, better chances of rain on Friday. Look at that, 70% chance. And the winds will be a little more strong along the foothills of the Blues. But overall, that weekend is looking pretty good with temperatures in the mid 40s and maybe a few sun breaks. It's looking good in Hermiston as well. Slight chance of rain. Look for that early morning fog or freezing fog, and a pretty decent mild weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. Friday will be our big weather making day. Tomorrow quiet. Saturday sunshine.
Sunshine. And we were in Kennewick earlier, and yeah, we saw a little bit of that sun.
Yeah, it came out.
Right.
That was because that little system moved through and pushed out all the clouds, and then the clouds came back.
Yep.
So there you go.
All right. Thank you, Stacey. The Spotlight is up next, so stay with us.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service, plus free electrical safety inspection. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Find your next way to escape. Go where the adventure awaits you, in the heart of Washington State. Kittitas County is a land of 1,000 journeys. No matter what your heart desires, you can find it waiting for you in the outdoors of Central Washington. See all that you can see, and more will be just around the corner. Whether you're in Central Washington for one of our area's many local events, an historical expedition, a shopping spree, to enjoy a weekend of wine tasting, or just for a night's rest on your way to another destination, there are great Central Washington stays standing by to welcome you. And if a great brew is one of those things that's calling, Kittitas County is the place to be. Award-winning breweries with local flavors for every palate and a story behind every pour. Adventure awaits you all year long. To begin your experience, visit centralwashingtonoutdoor.com. Adventures, activities, dining, lodging, and more. It's all just around the corner in Central Washington.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here,
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower remodel.
Every night at 5, we bring you the spotlight. Tonight, it goes to Yakima Valley Technical Skills Center. They have been honored with the AED Foundation recognition, a prestigious distinction awarded to high school equipment technology programs demonstrating excellence in preparing students for careers in the equipment industry. YV Tech joins 11 other schools across Washington in achieving this distinction. Have an idea for the spotlight? Send me an email. It's easy. AReed@applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, what do we have coming up?
Well, instead of a viewer photo, we have a viewer video of the day. You don't want to miss that. It's coming up.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. The Ford F-150 redefines working remotely. There's a desk inside the cab, a tailgate work surface out back, and available Pro Power on board to plug in what you need. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride the clients all the time. He does take care of them. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Swing into Fred's Appliance for our New Year, New Kitchen Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region.
This spacious GE French door refrigerator is on sale now for $14.98.
With a large capacity of 27 cubic feet, easily store large or bulk food items with 3 full-width shelves.
Fred's, it's appliances, only appliances.
At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. But the money I saved, thought I'd get a wax figure myself. Oh, right in the temporal lobe. Beat it, punks! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
The Ford F-150 redefines working remotely. There's a desk inside the cab, a tailgate work surface out back, and available Pro Power on board to plug in what you need. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
The Kraken are looking to get back in the race for the Pacific Division. Maybe a matchup in the Buckeye State could get them back on track. Kraken, Blue Jackets. Thursday afternoon at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Breaking news that affects you.
Plus, First Alert weather, helping you plan and keeping you safe.
And what happened overnight in the Northwest.
And across America. Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, and Good Morning America. The most watched morning news on local TV.
And welcome back. All right, I don't know if you know this, but you can submit a viewer video too.
I didn't know that. I thought it was only
It can be a video or photo, so come take a look at your screen. This is a great video that was submitted by Roseanne of College Place. Check it out. That is a rain-soaked fence drying out as the bright sunshine came out in College Place. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh?
Very cool.
That's steam coming off the wood. So great catch, Roseanne. And yeah, you could submit a weather video if you want as well. Good job. QR code right side of your screen, or go to Apple Valley News Now WeatherTech.com. Click on the weather tab and look for the submit photo or video here. All right, let's do the bottom line on your weather. We've got patchy dense fog and freezing fog possible tonight into early tomorrow. Could create slick roadways for your morning commute. Temperatures dropping a good 5 degrees for your Thursday. Our next system arrives Friday with gusty winds, slight chances of rain in the lower elevations with snow in the mountains on Friday, but things are looking pretty good as we head into the weekend. Here's your day tomorrow. It's going to be cold once again at the bus stop and a little more fog hanging around the area instead of that sunshine like we saw this morning. And here's your 7-day planning forecast. Look for fog and rain mixed with snow possible early in Yakima. Otherwise, not bad. I'm keeping my eye on the prize the weekend. The weekend looks pretty good all around the area.
We'll take that.
Yeah, we will.
All right. Thanks for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is next, and then we're back at 6. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great evening.